What is pre-flipping and why the heck should you even care? Look, my name's Nathan Payne, and I know a lot of you out there don't know who I am, and you probably don't care because I'm just another guy out here that talks about wholesaling, saying that you can make money wholesaling real estate, or that you're doing it right, or maybe that you're doing it wrong. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, and then you can all decide whether you think this video is worth your time or if it's been a complete waste of your time. Now, I've done millions of dollars wholesaling real estate, so I know what I'm talking about. And my job in this video is very simple. I'm going to convince you in just a couple minutes that if you're wholesaling deals the traditional way, the way that all the gurus teach you, not the way that I teach you, but all the gurus in the world are teaching you, you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your marketing budget, you're wasting your energy, and you're doing it the most painful way possible. I know because I've done it. And by doing all that, you're either losing all your confidence or you've been doing this business for long enough and doing it the wrong way that you just feel like, hey, this is just how it needs to be done. This is just how it's been done and how it works. And you've buried that feeling that maybe you shouldn't be telling sellers you can buy their house when you have no idea if you can. You've buried that deep. And I know I buried it deep too because I thought that's just how it worked. Now look, there's a better way. I know that that's a big claim, and I know I've maybe ruffled some feathers on here, and I just told you I'm going to be flipping your whole world around, and you're just sitting there going like, why should I listen to this guy? But here's the deal. Give me just a few minutes, and if I haven't convinced you, you can exit out of this video, and I'm going to put my own personal cell phone up here on the screen, and you can text me, and you can call me, you can tell me I'm a phony, and you can tell me I've never done a real wholesale deal in my life, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I want you to tell me that because that's going to give me the real feedback on whether what I'm saying right now is actually hitting home for you guys and it's making sense, or if I'm completely missing the mark and this is just me. I'm going to be making my case on two specific deals. Now, I've got hundreds of deals that I've closed that I could be talking to you about, but I'm only going to pick these two. And if I've earned your trust by then, I want you to stick around for the rest of the video because I've got a couple more that I can show you and some more information I can give you. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is an $86,000 pre-flip deal where we flipped the house before we ever even made an offer. I know it probably doesn't make sense, but it's going to make sense in a little bit. The second one is a $35,000 deal we pre-flipped, and it's the same thing. Both of them would have been completely impossible to do if you were doing wholesaling the traditional way as an ethical wholesaler. If you're not lying to people, you would have been cursed out. You would have had every kind of pain that comes from wholesaling. Hung up on, told that you're a scammer, told that you're trying to steal people's houses, the works. You all been there. Once I explain these two deals, I'll show you exactly how pre-flipping works and how to do it yourself. So let's get right into it. Now, the first deal I'm gonna be talking to you about is 111 Eugene Street. 5 bedrooms, 2 baths. Well, you know what? Actually, you guys don't even care about that. It's a real house. You can look it up if you want. The seller wanted $850,000 for the house. Why? Because she looked on Zillow and she saw that's what the house is worth. So she thought that's what she could get for it. Now, we closed that deal and made over $86,000 on it. And the craziest part is, if you were doing the traditional wholesaling model, running the max allowable offer formula, the formula every wholesaler in the country runs, your offer would have come in around like $400,000, okay? And she wanted $850,000. Seller would have cursed you out on the phone and you never would have even gotten close to sniffing a deal. Here's what traditional wholesaling tells you on this deal. It tells you to get the ARV, check out the comps, find out what it's worth. You multiply that by 70% or whatever low percentage your guru is teaching you or whoever you're listening to. You subtract the rehab, you subtract your wholesale fee, and that gives you the maximum allowable offer. And I told you, if you ran that on Eugene Street, your offer is going to be around $400,000, $350,000. And that's not even getting close to what she wants. But the seller wanted $850,000. The house wasn't in bad shape. But this is the thing. The seller was motivated. She was going through a divorce. She wanted cash, and she did not want to have to deal with listing it. But she was just unrealistic on her price. But if you came in with that lowball offer as a traditional wholesaler and you just made that lowball offer, she's going to think you're the villain. She's going to think you're stealing her house. So we didn't do that. Instead, here's what we said. We said, hey, look, my offer, if I were to buy your house, is going to be a lot lower than what you're hoping for, right? But I have a couple cash buyers who I think can pay more than I can. I either flip it to them, I wholesale it to them, or I partner with them on the deal. All I have to do is run this by them and see if they'd be interested in getting closer to where you want to be. Is that something I can do for you? She said, yes, of course. I wasn't worried about her signing with anybody else. I wasn't worried about any of that because I had her trust. We were talking and she knew, I knew what was going on. She knew what was going on. So what did I do next? I didn't ask to get the house under contract. I wasn't going to try and negotiate a price right now. I didn't make an offer. I just reached out to a couple of the cash buyers that I knew that were close, and I used the pre-flip method to find cash buyers that I knew that were buying in this area to find out if they were interested without having to put it on an email blast and send it out to the whole world. Because again, that's marketing the contract and doing it in a mass way where you can't control what's going on. You don't know who's seeing that. We don't do that. I had a couple cash buyers that walked through the house. I told them the whole situation. Seller knew what was going on. The buyers knew what was going on. And I found out very fast that cash buyers were a lot higher than the traditional wholesaling max allowable offer formula would say that would get you the deal lost. Average cash buyer came in around $650,000 to $670,000. Way higher than I thought any of the cash buyers were going to come in, by the way. And that's why pre-flipping is amazing. It doesn't have you being the bad guy. It doesn't have you making offers that you are way off the mark, because every house is different. Every street is different, especially if you're doing this nationwide. It's extremely hard to know where you need to be. And instead of her thinking that we were the pieces of trash, she understood that $850 that she was wanting was unrealistic. And it wasn't us that made her realize that. It was us doing the pre-flip method. And then we asked her, now look, now knowing that's where the average buyer that we wholesale this to, or the average person we flip this with, is around that price, where could you see yourself? She came all the way down to $650. Now, like I told you, average cash buyer was in that range. And in the process of doing the pre-flip method, we were able to find one unicorn cash buyer, one who was willing to pay $725,000. So we told her, again, that the average cash buyer was around the $650 range. And she said she was good with it. We got it under contract and we signed the agreement and we wholesaled to the unicorn cash buyer. Why did we not tell her that, hey, there's an offer at that price? Because that's a unicorn cash buyer. If that didn't work out, I needed to work with those other cash buyers. And that's a one-off. That's not someone we would ever even be able to find if it wasn't for the pre-flip method. So we made $86,000 on a deal doing it the pre-flipping way, flipping a house before we even made the offer. Now we made, like I said, $86,000 on a deal that traditional wholesaling never would have even gotten close to, wouldn't ever even sniff the deal, because traditional wholesaling would have had you making offers way lower, and the seller would have spit in your face if you came in with a $300,000, $400,000 cash offer. But we framed it correctly, and we found the unicorn, got the deal done. There's always a unicorn. That's one thing I've learned in this business. There's always a unicorn cash buyer, someone who will pay way more than everybody else, especially when you do the pre-flip method. You find that buyer that way. Now, this is gonna ring true to a lot of you. All right. And I know I don't have much more time. This is the last deal, and then you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm making all this up and I'm not legit. Next deal, King Street. Man's in pre-foreclosure. He needs to sell his house ASAP. He has an agent facilitating the deal who's in charge of this. The agent is talking to pretty much every wholesaler, the big wholesaler in my market, saying, hey, submit your highest and best, and we're just going to go with the best offer. There are, like I said, about 20 legit wholesalers that are competing on this deal, and I know a lot of them. A lot of them have coaching companies. A lot of them teach traditional wholesaling. And I went up against all of them. And using the method that I teach and the method that they teach, and guess who won the deal? I won the deal. I beat them all, and I made $35,000 by offering less money. Now, how did I do that? I pre-flipped the deal. While everybody else was making offers to the agent, sitting on their hands, waiting for the seller to accept it and the agent to accept their fake offers, I went and pre-flipped it. I reached out to my best cash buyers. Instead of making fake offers with 14 days of due diligence, refundable, earnest money, guessing what price to beat the other wholesalers, all the stuff the agent sees right through, I just went ahead and said, hey, buyers, this is where we need to be. Let's win this deal. We need to come in with someone aggressive. I found a cash buyer I knew I could wholesale to. I sent them to the house. They told me where they'd be. So when the agent looked at all the different offers, she was able to determine that mine was the best. Because why was it the best? Because I had 0 days of due diligence. I already did it. Instead of waiting until after I locked up the property like the traditional wholesalers were going to do, I already ran my due diligence. One of my buyers came in willing also to do $50,000 in non-refundable earnest money with 0 days of due diligence. My offer was $35,000 less than the competition's offers that, to be honest, I don't even think those were real offers, because I had the best cash buyer. I ran it by a couple of people, and that was the best offer I was able to find, but it was real, and that's why I won the deal. I made $35,000 on that deal like I was telling you about. I beat all the other gurus and all the other wholesalers because they were doing traditional wholesaling, and I did the pre-flip method. Now, why, if you were doing the traditional wholesaling method, would that have been bad? Because look, if you would have beat everybody else because you made an offer thinking you could find a buyer, but you couldn't, and this man's in pre-foreclosure about to lose his house, and then you have to renegotiate or you have to go back and cancel because you can't find anyone, the dude loses his house. I wasn't about to put this man in this situation where I was going to say I could buy the house And if I couldn't find someone, the man could lose his house. So we saved the deal. We got the deal done by buying it for less. Now, look, here's what I told you guys. I put my number on the screen. Here it is. There's my number. If I haven't earned your trust by now and you guys can't determine whether I know what I'm talking about or not, and if you're sitting there like, these deals aren't a big deal, this guy didn't teach me anything, text me. Text me, hey, if you already knew this and you think I'm a phony, go ahead. Call me a jabroni, text me, or call me. I'm a nice guy. Maybe we can chat and if you live in Canada where I live, maybe we can go grab some wings or something. I don't know. But if you're sitting here and you're going, okay, he's got a point. I've been in situations like he's describing. I've been the wholesaler who didn't feel comfortable making an offer when a seller was in a tight situation. I've been the one that wasn't sure what to offer, but also didn't want to lose the deal. I've been up against competition where I had no idea how to win. I want you to keep watching because I'm not done. The best part's still coming. The core insight here, the one sentence that ties everything together that I just told you, is we flip the house before we ever even make an offer to the seller. That's it. That's the entire method. You can go out and duplicate it. You can replicate this. You can go out and try it. Go ahead. I want you to. There's more I want to tell you, but if you wanted to leave right now and click out of this video, you'd already have more value than most other videos give you. But let me make one thing clear to all of you that are still here. This is not reverse wholesaling. Reverse wholesaling is a complete waste of time. We do not go find buyers and then go find deals for them. No, we find motivated sellers, we run ads, we generate leads, and then we talk to sellers, we understand their situation, and then we make the offer. We do not immediately make the offer right when we get on the call because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Unless the seller's like, yes, I'll take the lowest offer. I've already been beat up. Then yes, go make a lowball offer that you know they'll accept, okay? But most of the time, sellers are not just willing to do a one-call close unless they're unsophisticated or they've just been beat up so much. All right, and I'm sorry if that is mean to say unsophisticated, but I'm not selling my biggest asset. I'm not selling my house by talking to one person on one call. It just doesn't really happen very often. Maybe you see it on YouTube. Maybe you see these videos where that happens, but it doesn't happen very often. Now, once we understand the situation, if they're not willing to take a no-brainer offer like I was saying that we know we can buy, we go to the next step. We pre-flip it. And with pre-flipping, obviously, you can do a novation, you can do a wholesale, you can do creative financing, whatever the deal calls for. We make the offer once we know what they'll accept, and that's how we've built the trust. Most wholesalers do the opposite. They're taught to find a seller, run the ARV, run that formula, make a really lowball offer after you plug in all your numbers in the fake formula, lock up the contract, then go look for buyers. And you're running around all stressed out, looking for a buyer, and if you don't find someone, and you're after all that hope and all that work, and your team is excited to close that deal, then you just feel depleted. And in the meantime, the seller thinks the deal is done. And if that seller happened to talk to multiple wholesalers and you ended up winning that deal because you told them that you'd buy it, but you actually didn't know if you could, then you have to sleep with that at night, knowing that you're just winning deals because you're overbidding and you're not sure. And honestly, when I see a seller going through wholesalers running that game that are just like winning deals because they're making higher offers and then having to lowball them later because they know they're way off, I tell that seller what that wholesaler's doing. Especially if I lose that person, I say, hey, look, just be aware they're making offers that are way higher than everybody else. Do they have a long due diligence period? Did they give you non-refundable earnest money? If they try to renegotiate, call me. And that's when I win a lot of deals too. Now, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know what this feels like. You've been spending all your time cold calling, working hard to generate these leads. When you do make that offer, you're getting cursed off. You're making lowball offers that don't work. You're wasting your time. You're burning through your marketing dollars, wasting money on leads because they can't and they don't convert. Making 5 offers a day, you name it. You're locking up contracts and then sweating for 2 weeks trying to find a buyer. And I'm not sweating. I don't sweat. I never sweat because the seller knows exactly what I'm doing and the buyer knows exactly what I'm doing. But here's the part that nobody teaches, and this is the value you're going to get out of this video the most. The reason why traditional wholesaling fails is ARV is not a fact. It's a perspective. It depends entirely on the buyer. Rehab is the same. It's a perspective. Every buyer is completely different in a different spot. Other buyers are able to do bigger rehabs with less of a budget because they have better prices on their materials. They have better crews. You can ask 5 buyers and you'll get 5 different offers, 5 different answers on where you need to be. I'll prove it, okay? I did a deal in Atlanta. It was a novation. 20 different offers came in. Highest offer was $267,000. The lowest offer was $100,000. It was on the same property. I had no idea we'd find someone willing to pay $267,000. I thought we'd have to be more around like $170,000. But here's the thing. I didn't tell the seller we need to be at 170 because I didn't want to lose the deal. I knew the seller was motivated, but they wanted 300,000. I wasn't about to lose out on a deal because I was making a lowball offer. I just said, hey, let's find out what the market says. We did an ovation. We found out that the best offer was 275, and then we were able to get the deal done. And here's the kicker. The deal came from someone that booked a call with me about this strategy and what we do at Painless Flipping. And they told me their situation. So we ended up actually partnering with them, and they got paid. They actually ended up making $3,000. The point is if you box yourself into a formula, or if you only do wholesale deals, you're going to lose deals and you're losing deals, okay? The only way to know what something's worth is to ask the person who's buying it, not just assume. Now, this is what I want you to take from what I've talked to you guys about today. Traditional wholesaling has you making offers and promises that you don't even know you can keep. You don't know what the property's worth to a real buyer unless you're gonna buy it. You're just guessing if you're not gonna buy it. You're just guessing what someone will pay. That's why when my students that I work with, my clients, they ask me, hey, Nathan, what should I offer? Unless the seller is open to a real low offer that you're willing to buy yourself, my honest feedback always is, look, I don't know, and honestly, you don't know either. You can run the numbers, but you don't actually know. Maybe a buyer could be feeling froggy that day and be willing to pay way more than the property's worth. So you just don't know until you find out. And by the way, like I told you with the unicorn buyers, they're always there and they exist. You never know if there's a deal out there. Okay, I'm not telling you to go waste your time, but the situation is what matters, not the price or the property. It's the situation. Are you working with someone that's motivated? So, but when you guess and you make that low ball offer or that high offer and you're lying, you're just guessing, and that just destroys motivation and confidence in yourself and in this business. Now, pre-flipping fixes all that. It makes you confident. You find the buyer first, if the situation calls for it, and then you make the offer. Now, every promise that you make to the seller is one that you already know you can keep. And if you don't have an offer for them yet, well, tell them the truth. You can do an ovation and say, hey, let's find out together. You're no longer the wholesaler that's guessing. You become the consultant. You're the one telling them the truth. Okay. And trust is what's going to win it in this industry, especially with AI coming out. You need to be able to build trust by being transparent and honest and not just telling sellers what they want to hear and then hoping that you can win later. Now, here's what your day-to-day looks like once you're doing pre-flipping. You stop cold calling lists of sellers that don't want to talk to you. You stop making lowball offers all the time, because what's the point of making 5 lowball offers a day when they all suck and nobody wants them? You stop sweating through inspection periods, praying a buyer doesn't talk to the seller, tell them that you're wholesaling it, tell them that you have it under contract for lower, or another wholesaler comes in. You don't have to sweat any of that. Everybody knows what's going on with pre-flipping. You stop burning through marketing dollars and you crush and you close way more deals this way. You make fewer offers, and the offers you make are real. You spend less time, you make more money, you sleep better at night. That's the trade. It works on cash deals, creative and finance deals, subject to, novation, direct to seller, direct to agent, direct to wholesaler. It works in any market. It works for somebody who's never done a deal in their life, and it works for someone that's done thousands of deals and is sick of canceling contracts like I was. The way of traditional wholesaling is not the way to go, and I'm telling you that once you start pre-flipping, you're going to close more deals. And every month you go on doing the traditional way, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your energy with sellers, and you're compromising your integrity. Look, if I hurt any of your feelings by saying all this, I want you to text me and tell me that, and I will apologize. My goal in this video is not to hurt anyone's feelings or make you guys feel bad about what you're doing. My goal is to help you close more deals and do it the right way, and learn that you can do this business being completely transparent. You can do more novations, more wholesale, more fix and flip, more creative by just being real with people. And here's what I want you to do right now. Look, if you like my vibe, if you like what I'm saying, there's a lot more that we can teach you and we can talk about. And all I'm asking you to do is go ahead and click on the button below and book a call with my team. On that call, we're going to chat more about your business, how we can help you scale and grow, how we can help you close more deals, how we can help you implement the pre-flip method in your business. And we're going to show you where your next deal is. You're going to walk away with more value on this call than most people get in most coaching programs. Why? Because most people that sign up for coaching programs never make a dime. And people have gone on this call, they've never worked with me, have ended up making deals and getting paid from us partnering or us giving them a little bit of tidbit of information so they can go and close more deals. And look, like I told you on this call, I'm going to talk to you about my apprenticeship, and I'm going to find out if it's a good fit for us to work together. And if I find out that you would do better working with me, I'm going to let you know about it. And if not, I'm just going to point you in the right direction. And if you still don't think I know what I'm doing, text me and call me a phony and just say, hey, I don't believe it. And we can talk more, right? Because hopefully maybe we'll get some good out of it. Now look, just click on the button below, book a call, and let's chat. Look, I've been doing this business long enough to know it's not worth doing if you don't enjoy it and you don't feel confident about it. So book the call, and I'd love to chat with you about what we can do to help you scale and grow your business and do this business the right way, the pre-flipping way, the painless way. We'll see you on the call.